So, hey everybody, it's Donna Ray from Flannel Jammy's Farm, and I am here. I've traveled all the way north to New England, and I'm here with my darling friend,
Lynette from Homesteading on the Homefront.
So Lynette came to my hotel today, and we met outside and bawled like babies in front of all of Worcester. It's been a long time since we've seen each other, and so it's
3.5 years.
Yeah, 3.5 years. Very sad, and so it's a delight to be with Lynette again, and Scarlett's very happy to see Lynette as well. Obviously. We thought we would film today and come to you, and I'm going to have us do the Instagram Stitchers tag that's been out. I was tagged by Elsbells 114, and so we're going to do that for you, and then we're going to show you a couple of projects, and then we're going to go and enjoy our time together. So, Lynette, how many whips do you have?
I actually have more whips than usual.
This is shocking news.
I have a whopping 3 whips.
Oh my goodness.
Because I am working on His Eyes on the Sparrow, which will be a whip for many months to come. I have a snowman Christmas ornament that I'm working on. And I have the project that I will show that I just started last night. So 3. But 2 of them are itty bitties. And if my order comes today, I may be starting the autumn one that I showed in my video yesterday. Don't know what it's called. Brenda Gervais.
That one.
When something autumn fills my heart with rest or something. Kitten Stitcher was doing it.
We'll think about it halfway through, and then we'll shout. We've been known to drive down the road together and shout, "Goodwill!" and pull. She shouts that. I shout, "Whole Foods!"
True story.
A true story. Okay. I have way more whips than my friend Lynette. I was a monogamous stitcher until I met Ann and Pat, and they corrupted me terribly, and I now have way more whips than we want to discuss. Probably more like 23 than your 3. Some of them are just tiny starts, but lots of whips. We'll have a whip parade someday, and it'll be like a 4-hour video, and it'll be fine. So, what's your unicorn pattern?
My unicorn pattern. Up until recently, I would say that I didn't have one. And then Night Owl Stitcher showed her Prairie Schooler Farmers Market pattern that she did as little smalls. And I decided I wanted that, and it's nowhere to be found on the interwebs. So I am keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to be reissued.
Yes, yes. Well, mine was from The Good Housewife, The Bee Man's Garden. And I said that somewhere, and Vanna, God bless her, said, "Oh, I think I have that. I'll send that to you," and she couldn't find it. But guess who had it?
And Vanna said, "Hey, Donna Ray wants it." So
yes.
That's how I knew to send it to you.
Yes. And so Lynette has sent it to me, and so my unicorn has now come home and is waiting for me to put stitches in it, so I can't wait. So on the Stitchers tag, the third question is, what's your preferred fabric choice?
Whatever's cheapest on eBay. I will stitch on linen of any kind. I don't mind Aida if it's like 18 count.
Yeah.
That's for ornaments on the go. I love 18 count Aida, but normally it's linen. I would have to say 32 or 35 count.
Yeah.
But I will stitch on anything.
Yeah. So I'm a linen girl. I stitched on Aida when I first started, and I like you. I like it if it's a higher count, like an 18 or 20, 22. Aida is fine, but I much prefer linen, and I generally stitch on R&R Reproductions linen because they're in my town. And I like 32 count, I like 36 count, and I've done a tiny bit of 40. So that's 32 and 36 are my general range. Have you ever taught anyone to stitch?
Why, yes. Yes, I have.
Lynette's a teacher by trade, so yes.
So, most people in FlossTube land know that my daughters stitch because I taught them. I also taught a classroom, not a classroom full, a handful of 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, because when we were in Virginia, the kids' school offered after-school classes, and they looked for volunteers, and I volunteered to teach cross-stitch. So, yeah, we had probably, I don't know, 10 or so students. Nice. And you don't realize how much that entailed taking out knots. Like, they didn't have any questions. It was, can you undo this knot? Can you undo this knot? So it took way longer than I thought it would for them to finish their projects, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've not. I guess I feel like I'm not quite there yet. I've been stitching a long time. I'm very meticulous about my stitches, but I just want people to be taught by someone better than me. And so I have not. And the last question is bobbins or floss bags?
Up until FlossTube, I was an DMC only girl. Mm-hmm. I have been stitching since the 80s, so I had a lot of my own DMC. I inherited DMC from my husband's grandmother. I inherited DMC from a neighbor in Virginia, so I have a lot of DMC. And so it's all bobbinated. I don't mind sitting there. I don't mind it. So I would have to say bobbins.
Bobbins. So I would say neither. I have some DMC, but I very rarely stitch with it. Very rarely, almost never. The thought of bobbinating makes me a little crazy. I don't do tedium well. And then I don't like when I take it off the bobbin and it has those little crimps in it.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Oh my gosh, that makes my OCD.
And they have machines, you know. You put the card on it and you just
but it still has those crimps when it's done.
Yes, it does.
And so, I can't handle it. So, and I don't like floss away bags because they're like plastic bags, and I haven't figured it out yet. I have a plan to put my silks on old-fashioned clothespins. Mm-hmm. And wind them around those. So that's my silk plan. But I have so much overdyed cotton that I don't know. I have them right now. So I bought from Target this beautiful little shoe shelf that has bins that slide in and out of it. And they're just long, skinny bins, kind of like a shoebox, only narrower. And so I have, each bin has a different company. So Gentle Art, Weeks, my Victorian Motto, each bin has a different company, and that's how I'm currently storing them. And I'll figure it out someday.
See, I have a plastic container for my specialty flosses, but they are organized by color and not company.
Ah, okay, okay. I thought about that too, but I was like, I went back and forth.
Because when I see a pattern, very rarely do I use all the called for.
Sure.
So I want to know all my greens that I can choose from. And
yes.
So I go to the green section.
Smart, smart. Turn it down, it turns the air conditioning on and bring it down.
But,
crazy.
You know, logic would dictate if I hit the on-off button to the off, it should stay
off.
off.
But it doesn't. So that was the Stitcher's Tag. Okay, so we wanted to talk about a little stitching today. I'm going to let Lynette go first because she actually has a whip. So
I don't know if there's
a whip. And look, she has this great project bag.
I'm Priscilla and Chelsea in it today.
Yes.
Okay, so we are working on Christmas cookies by Country Cottage Needleworks.
Beautiful.
And I started this because I had my snowman ornament that I was working on, but that was out in the car and I didn't feel like going to get it. So I grabbed this. Here's my start.
Oh, it's lovely. Look at that. It's precious.
And again, I am not using all of the called for colors. My green, I couldn't decide between Hunter from Weeks Dye Works
Okay.
or, look how non-pretty, or Spring Grasses. And so my solution was, I'm going to be stitching this one several times, so I'm going to use one green for one and another green for another and see what I like and go from there.
Perfect.
But I have several friends who host cookie ornament swaps every year.
Oh.
And now that I'm back in the States and can attend the cookie swaps, I figured I would make ornaments and this would be my hostess gift for them. So
You're so sweet.
yes. So that's the whip that I have.
That's the whip that she has in that great bag. So today starts Dark October stitching. Emily C. has talked about this on her video. Several others of you have. So I'm going to start 2 projects once I hit the bed in this hotel room later this evening. I'm going to start, oops, I'm going to drop things. I'm going to start Plum Street Samplers, Bowl Full of Scaries, and this is Scary 2. And it's the one with the squirrel. I did Scary 1 last year, so I thought I'd do Scary 2 this year, Scary 3 next year, then I'd have them all done. And it's, you know, it's the kit, so it's got all the goodies in here. It's got linen, this is 36 count Old Town blend, and then all the flosses and the finishing chenille. And it's in my Sugar Skull bag. So there's that one. And then because Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, was kind enough to pass the stash to me, she had received from Jay, Mortuary Stitches, Boo Tree. And you've seen her finish on that. And she was kind enough to pass it to me. Too cute. But I'm gonna change up, thank you Audrey, by the way. I'm gonna change up the colors a little bit. I wasn't so fond of the black in the boot. I thought it was a little too harsh. So I'm going to change up the colors, and I'm using Gentle Arts Soot for the boot and the blacks in the pattern. And then these are the colors I chose for the other colors. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And that one is on, oh yes, my favorite Creek Bed Brown. I love it. So that's what we've got going on so far. And I think that's all we have to chat about.
Well, for FlossTube.
For FlossTube. We've been chatting all day. We went out shopping and we had lunch together, so we've been chatting all day, and we'll chat some more. But we wanted to take the time to film a little short video, to spend some time with you all, to share our friendship and our love of stitching with you. And we hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. As always, my friends, I invite you to be the grace and the kindness that you want to see in our world. Bye!
If I just say the words, is that enough to make them true? If I just say the words, well, you know that I love you. I try to open up my heart so that you can see the truth. If I just say the